Let's get to Charlie Curnow, though, because the Blue Star, as has been reported, is open to a move to Gold Coast. That's real. The other bit we can add to that story as well is that he's also open to a move to Sydney and Geelong. So he's contracted to the end of 2029. That means that he's got 4 years left to go on his contract. Carlton has been adamant that he's staying. I don't expect there to be a move. We've spoken about Charlie in recent weeks as well around this capacity to make a decision on a deal or not. But Sydney and Geelong are the other clubs as well that he'd be open to exploring as part of this contract decision, which will now play out in coming weeks, even though Carlton, of course, has been adamant that he's staying. I still think that's the most likely scenario. But the idea of getting out of the Melbourne bubble, we've seen it with Brodie Grundy at Sydney. Yep. We've seen it with Bailey Smith at Geelong, who of course he's a business partner with as well. And then the idea of the Gold Coast too, well, the natural inclination to be Surf Coast area. We know the amount of time he spends on the Surf Coast of Geelong too, where he's from with his family. So this is an evolving story. And there's also those other clubs that he'd be open to looking at.
Yeah, it feels like lifestyle playing a big part in this as well, given the fact that, as you mentioned, those three clubs that he'd be willing to go to are all there. What does it say for Carlton, though, and in particular for Coach Michael Voss? Because the pressure's already on the Blues. We know they've had a really disappointing year. There's going to be a lot of change at the football club with Graham Wright about to go into that role as CEO permanently in the coming months. What do you think it says about the future of the football club?
I mean, he hasn't spoken yet to any other clubs, and I'm not sure if that will happen or not, given Carlton has been so adamant that he is staying. But I don't think it's a ringing endorsement when your best player, your standout player, your superstar, is open to looking elsewhere, is it? And I think the reality is that the way it's looking, I see it hard to see Michael Voss going into next year. That's my personal view of where things stand at the moment. But there's still 5 weeks to go and things can change. We saw a better performance from the Blues and from Charlie over the last couple of weeks, particularly last week against Melbourne. But definitely an evolving story with Charlie Curnow and the Blues.